That pretty much sums up today's Lakers Magic game. We are live on YouTube at _NBA. We are live on TikTok at _NBA. Um, Follow my Instagram at _NBA. It's time to talk Lakers. They lose 2 in a row, and we have a lot to cover here because this was depressing. This was truly depressing. If you guys watched this game, you would think the Lakers have played 25 games just yesterday. They provided zero effort on the perimeter defensively today. Everyone was getting blown by. No rim pressure on offense, no rim protection on defense. Just an ugly game. Luka started really, really strong, as expected, but he needs to figure out these third quarters, man, because these third quarters are the death of the Lakers right now. 9 of 23 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3. 4 of 10's fine. 32, 7 and 7. But 3 turnovers. Austin Reeves, 3 turnovers. He only got 18 points. 1 of 6 from 3. You're not going to win against Orlando like that. They played good defense. Gabe Vincent 0 of 4 from 3. Rui 0 of 2 from 3. But that's not even the story of this game. It's Franz Wagner, 32 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. He got to do whatever he wanted. His 2 turnovers were barely turnovers. It barely felt like it because the Lakers would just go and make a mistake the exact same way every single time. They get close. They got up 9 in the second quarter, gave up that lead within a couple seconds. Just let Anthony Black absolutely demolish them on the perimeter. He was playing fantastic defense. He was 7 of 10 from the field, plus 15. The Lakers faced a more physical team. They faced a bigger team, and they were guardable. Wendell Carter Jr. did a good job on switches on Luka, on LeBron. Paolo, 30 points, 7 rebounds. It was very easy for him. 9 of 17. Him and Franz both 50% and above is unacceptable. The team that you just faced is in 6 games north of 500. The Lakers are the 4 seed still. Big games tonight. Chicago and Denver are currently tied at halftime. KCP was decent, 9 points, 3 threes for the Magic, 50%. That's all you can ask for. Lakers fans know that's what you got from him. Many years, and then in 2020 when you won the championship, they decided to pretty much go with the exact same strategy that they went with on Corey Joseph, on Anthony Black, and who went 3 of 5 from 3, on Caleb Houston, went 2 of 6 from 3. Leaving Franz and Paolo butt naked wide open. Franz only had shot 50% because he missed so many threes. He was 3 of 10. In the paint, his scoring was, if we do the math real quick, 19 minus. He was pretty much 10 of 19. And then 13 of 26 after the threes. Franz Wagner should not be unstoppable. I know he's a very good player. I love Franz Wagner. But this was crazy. The Lakers lose another one after losing to Chicago of all teams. They get to face Chicago again. We talked about this after the last game, how physical this game would be, how long the Magic are, the problems that they provide for a not very athletic Lakers team. Vando, -2 today. He provided some decent things, but he had 3 fouls in like his first couple minutes. Gave you nothing on offense, which is unfortunate. Rui just doesn't look back. He said his knee is 70 to 80% at this point, and it won't ever get to 100 this season. So that's very tough, and you wonder if he and LeBron came back too early because Luka and Austin were developing a rhythm together. Then they all sit out the game against Milwaukee, lose that. Then they come back. Every single person comes back for the Chicago game. No rhythm at all. Kobe White, Josh Giddey light them up. Today it was Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero. Who's to say it's not going to be Tyrese Halliburton, who, even though they know how to guard Tyrese Halliburton, who's to say it's not Ben Shepherd from 3, right? Who's to say it's not Mathurin, who's on a stretch right now that's really positive. I think the Pacers just won today against Minnesota. They beat them by 16. Aaron Nesmith is going to be left wide open next game, guarantee it. He's going to hit 3 threes. He had 3 threes today. Siakam only had 14 against Randall and Gobert, but you had great performances from Halliburton, 24 points, 11 assists, 4 rebounds. Obi Toppin has been balling, 20 points. Mathurin, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. TJ McConnell, 10 points on 5 of 10 shooting is ridiculous. The Lakers are going to have to face this team on Wednesday in Indiana and then go ahead and face Chicago again the day after. So the Lakers have a big stretch ahead of them. They are currently fumbling the stretch they are in, losing to 3 Eastern Conference teams in a row. Not that it matters for the Western Conference playoffs, but there's a certain style that is very concerning about the Lakers and about um, how teams can defend them now. Teams have figured out what they want to do on defense, and then they figured out offensively, let's just go to the rim, force Jackson Hayes to commit fouls, and then when he's out, it's over. We can just get free layups. Wendell Carter had the easiest dunks of his life today. Paolo Banchero had the easiest layups of his life today. Um, you pretty much saw one of the weakest defensive outputs from the Lakers all season. And they only gave up 118, but it just looked terrible. The effort was weak. You only played Dalton Connect 4 minutes for whatever reason, and he had 3 points, but he was a -6 in that time. Trey Jemison doesn't get in until garbage minutes with 35 seconds left, and you could have used a backup big today because Goga Batazde also had a pretty easy going when he was in. He missed a wide open layup. But offensive rebounds were given up. I think they lost. Yeah, they lose the rebound battle 43-39, but a lot of the Lakers' rebounds were after second or third efforts when Orlando might have gotten a first or second effort. Pretty tragic. You don't like the offense from the team at all in the second half. There was zero execution at all. It looked like last year's team where they were doing absolutely nothing offensively. They were spamming the exact same action over and over and over again, and it wasn't working. So they didn't go to their next options, which I was confused by because JJ Redick normally likes to do that. He likes to get to the next play, but you got no offense from Goodwin today. He didn't even shoot the ball because Luka was holding the ball so much. Um, and then when Austin would get it, he's trying to get in a rhythm. ISO 18, 6, and 4 is decent, but Austin Reeves is a guy that's been averaging 28, 8, and 8 with LeBron out. So he needs to realistically be also in the 20-point mark. LeBron James, 24 points, 7 assists, 6 boards. Again, a couple garbage time points. He can't hit a 3 yet, which is completely understandable coming back from a groin injury. My biggest concern, though, is the injuries because LeBron coming back has looked rusty, especially from anywhere mid-range extended. And then you see, sorry guys, one second. All right, chats, we're back. Both chats, YouTube, TikTok. Sorry about that. Had to get the dogs out. The execution. That's what I was talking about. The execution was piss poor. Not enough guys got shots that weren't Luka or Austin or LeBron. Dorian played really well offensively. 4 threes, 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. But ultimately, the defense was absolutely terrible. You can't really make up for bad defense. No defending without fouling. The game gets really slow when Luka is getting these fouls and going to the line 11 times. But ultimately, this is on the Lakers. They played weak, and you can't let Wagner and Paolo both go for 30 plus. As we know, the Lakers have won many games with Luka and one of LeBron or Austin going for 30 plus. But the Lakers looked guardable today, and they also looked fragile inside. Didn't play a backup big, so that was really, 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 really telling on what this team can be when they face size. When they face size, it's not going to look very good. It's going to look bad. Like if they were to face Minnesota, in the first round, or not the first round, second round, if they were to make it there, it would get real tough because there's just too many free layups that can be given up on this team. Jackson Hayes needs to revert back to his better habits that he was playing with Luka, Austin, and LeBron all healthy and Rui healthy. We need to see better output from him. Today was not a good game for him. 4 points, 4 rebounds, 5 fouls. You're not going to do much with Jackson Hayes doing that. Only blocking the ball one time. Um, Not enough guys getting shots that aren't the three guys. And ultimately, Orlando had pretty easy game. Like the defensive effort was so weak that they could just get whatever shot they wanted, whatever layup they wanted. Um, I just can't believe they left so many people wide open today. It was like what the team looks like. It's like what the team looks like or looked like when Anthony Davis was out and Max Christie was off the floor. That's what it looked like when they had absolutely no defense at all. Um, Pre Jordan Goodwin, it's like we didn't get enough impact from from the guys that needed to give it, and it's on everybody. Dorian has a great game, but it's on everybody because his defense was a little weak today. Wasn't strong enough for Paolo. I think you're seeing the lack of size is really affecting the Lakers right now. Um, and the biggest issue is how quickly they can go off. They can be on for so long, look so good, but then the second they're off and they're not coming back. It's like if they have shown any signs of weakness, they will not return. They will not give their that second, third effort that it takes to win against at least the last two teams that they've faced. Um, and it looked like they didn't care out there on the perimeter. They just didn't give a shit. Like, and that's tough when you needed to win a game like this. It's not the end of the world, obviously, but the way they lost was very telling, very, very telling as to what they could be this season. This is not without moves in the offseason. They're still the 4 seed though. They still would face Memphis. They both now the Lakers and Grizzlies are tied in record. They will face each other, I think, one or two more times at the end of this season. But the Warriors face the Heat tomorrow. They're going to look to win that game. They'll be within a game if they win that, or like half a game, 1.5 games, because they're 30 losses but 41 wins. You're not affected long term in the standings, but you're getting farther away from number 2. That's for sure. Number 2 is looking way less attainable with the Rockets being 46 and 26, but again, you face them and the Grizzlies a couple times before this season ends. Also, when Luka scores 21 so easily in the first half, you can't just have him end up with 32, shooting roughly like 20 to 30% every second half. His third quarters have been absolutely terrible, and he knows that. I know he knows that, and the Lakers are going to have to work on it. They're going to have to. Obviously, they're going through it right now. JJ Redick said that, but ultimately, they're going to have to. They're going to have to look themselves in the mirror. The players will, and realize that it takes elite defensive effort to make this run that they all want to. It takes elite effort altogether. It takes a wherewithal that only championship teams have. And I don't know if they're not playing like a championship team over the last 3 games, but they played like a championship team over their 12-2 stretch, over their 8-0 stretch before LeBron strained his groin in Boston. Austin Reeves tweaked his groin at the end of today's game, so just to add on to things, Rui's knee is not going to get better. Vando's offense isn't going to get better. Jordan Goodwin's offense isn't going to get better. So the Lakers have to maximize a lot of talent out there that is very one-dimensional, and it's scary. It's scary. I think they can still beat certain teams in the West for sure. They definitely can. But this was bad effort, and you don't want to see this long term. You don't want to let this bleed into Wednesday against Indiana at all. Wednesday, you face them 4:30 again, Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time. So that's a big game because if you're the Lakers, you want to win against Indy, you want to win against Chicago, just to build a buffer. And if you don't, you might as well just kiss home court advantage goodbye, and because then Memphis and Houston they're gonna smell blood, and you face them twice, and then you face OKC, you face the Warriors. You have a lot of high level matchups towards the end of this season where you need to be locked in for, and they looked anti-locked. They did not look locked in today, and that's not acceptable when you have 11 games left, 12 games left to go make a push for a finals run. Hey, what's good, Perry? What's good? Appreciate that. Also, yeah, let's talk about Dalton Connect and Trey Jemison. Head scratcher in a game where you can't like Connect comes in, hits a deep three, and never really gets a shot again. Um, Trey Jemison in a game where you needed some size just for 6 to 8 minutes doesn't play up until garbage time. In a game where Jordan Goodwin is he doesn't get to shoot the ball, so his rhythm is gone. So you're playing with non-factors out there. Vando at the 5 was completely destroying the Lakers offense today in a way I haven't seen it in a long time. Um, and LeBron just has looked flat, and that's fine. We knew that was going to happen with um with everything that he's gone through, strained groin, everything that the Lakers have gone through, 6 games and 8 nights, adding a game because of the fires, all the side factors, all the external factors, the uncontrollables have been tough, but a lot of teams are going through a lot right now. So you have to be able to prove that you have that dog in you. So they didn't prove that they had it today at all, and they're gonna have to do it on Wednesday. They're gonna have to do it on Wednesday. Let's check around the league right now. What's happening? Chicago's game against Denver is now back. And Perry, I appreciate you, bro. I love all the likes. Um, We are live on YouTube and TikTok right now, everyone. For those who don't know, on my Instagram story, the link is there. Let's see how Kobe White, 8 of 12, 25 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 rebound. Kobe White is absolutely balling recently. Matas Buzelis, 10 points on 2 of 3 from 3. No Bronny minutes in the NBA today, but in the G League, yes. He started for South Bay today with Quincy Oliveri, Jones, Cole Swider. I think one other person I'm forgetting right now. Stanley Johnson. Stanley Johnson. So he's playing in the G League right now. We can check on that as well. So the Santa Cruz Warriors are up 9 on the South Bay Lakers in the first quarter. Or no, second quarter now. Let's check the stats. Blake Hinson, former South Bay Laker, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Wow, the South Bay Lakers are letting Seth Maxwell go 3 of 4. I watched that guy a lot, and that is shocking. And he would even say that. But Cole Swider, 2 of 6, 0 of 3 from 3. Bronny is 4 of 6 from the field to start this game. 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 10 points, 1 steal, 2 rebounds, 0 of 1 from 3, but he's a team best minus, or second team best -4. Yeah, TJD is just not playing anymore. So it's all post, it's all Looney or Draymond at the 5. Kuminga, Butler, Moody, Pods, Heald, Curry. Pretty solid rotation that the Warriors have right now. And they pretty much called up everybody this year. Everyone that could have been called up. Jackson Rowe got minutes against the Lakers. True 3-and-D potential guy. They signed a guy called Chek Mabak Jong, I believe. So that's new as well. Cameron Parker as well, who is new, but they let go of Joey Calcaterra, who was on the South Bay Lakers last year. Yeah, South Bay is going to be playing 7 guys today, or 8 guys, probably 7 though, because you don't really want to play Jordan Nicholas too much. But Bronny James having a good game, so that's good to see. Probably wonder if the Lakers could have used some youth and effort today on the perimeter in Orlando. Chicago, Denver is still a 2-point game. They're moving well right now. Shout out the Bulls. If the Bulls can win this game, that would be huge because they beat us. Might as well go beat Denver too. Giddey just gets his 3rd foul right now, and it's a Chicago timeout. DeAndre Jordan's getting minutes. He has 3 turnovers. Jokic out today for the Denver Nuggets, but Jamal Murray's playing well. Russell Westbrook's playing well. Peyton Watson is playing well. Aaron Gordon's not playing. MPJ's shooting a lot. He has 12 points, but -10, 1 of 6 from 3. Zeke Naji hit a three. Wow. After seeing his shot against the Lakers the other day, I could not imagine that. But we would love for Chicago to win today's game. That would be huge for the Lakers to mitigate what happened. Minnesota lost, so they're a little bit okay there. Dallas, AD's return was today, and that was great to see. 6 of 9 from the field, started at the 4. Kai Jones, 5 of 5 from the field, 13 points, 9 rebounds. A guy I was clamoring for the Lakers to sign when we still had AD, and of course Dallas goes and signs him from the Clippers. Dinwiddie went 7 of 10 today. Yeah, facts. Weird slide. Like all these Western Conference teams in the middle just keep losing. And I remember someone was telling me that when a team, I think it was Phil Jackson had said, when a team is 40-20 or worse than 40-20 at the 60 game mark, they're not going to win the championship. And there's a stat actually. Um, yeah, and the 40-20 rule posits that poses that an NBA team must win 40 games before losing 20 to have a chance at winning that year's championship. It was first publicized by 11-time NBA champion head coach Phil Jackson in 2008. Um, so here are the teams that have actually won with that model not applying. 95 Rockets with Hakeem, '04 Pistons against the Lakers with Chauncey, Rip, and everyone. '06 Miami Heat with D Wade because they broke everyone's mold, and the 2021 Bucks, but it was a 72 game season, so that's a little bit different. But a majority of the time, it pretty much seems that if you don't have 40 wins before you have 20 losses, you're not going to win the championship. The Lakers and Warriors both have fallen into that mark this season, but they both made humongous trades. Obviously, getting Luka Doncic, getting Jimmy Butler, so that could change for both teams. I think Denver actually falls under the same thing. I don't think they had 40 wins before 20 losses either. So it would, in theory, just be OKC, Boston, and Cleveland, which makes a lot of sense because those teams have been consistent the whole season. I think the Lakers, could have had a chance. Still can. I do believe. I'll always believe, but they could have had a better chance if they actually did achieve getting a center at the trade deadline because you're seeing Jackson Hayes' limitations, and that's not necessarily fully his fault. I feel like he was expected to do a lot more than he should have been doing. He played well. I'll still sing his praises. Um, but no true backup is a true deficiency for this team. And a lot of quotes are coming out right now about the chemistry is not the issue; it's a rhythm thing. Completely fair, but you can't take 3 games for rhythm, so you have to go lock in Indiana. And now Chicago's up by 3, 77-74. Giddy is up to 16 points now, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He's balling. He's straight up balling. Him and Kobe White are lethal. Definitely the backcourt of the future for Chicago. Um, Hopefully they can get a nice trade partner for Lonzo Ball in the offseason, help his career out, even though Chicago looks like they're on an upwards trajectory. Having another wing and a new big could send them to a nice spot in the future when your guard positions are already figured out for you. I think the Lakers are going to have to address their team in a very similar way because your 2 guard positions are figured out. But what are you going to do on the wing? Obviously, you'll have Dorian for a couple more years, Rui. But are the Lakers in dire need of making a trade this offseason? Are they there? That will fully be dependent on what their playoff success looks like. Are they going to win a round? Are they going to win 2? Are they going to win 3 somehow? Are they going to somehow make it to the finals but then get smoked by Boston? Are they going to win a championship? There are a lot of possibilities, but I feel like the most likely possibility is second to third round right now because of the guys that they have. I think LeBron will turn on his defense in the playoffs because he was team worst minus 17 today. He was pretty terrible defensively, and he just wasn't there really. Like any drives, it looked like he wasn't there. Just kind of giving up layups at the rim. He's a small forward, power forward, so it makes a lot of sense. But um, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, and you wonder if the groin is affecting him. Rui's knee is affected, but he played good defense. Only got a couple shots. Like that's the issue. Is Luka not passing enough? That's one thing me and my brother were talking about. Is Luka not orchestrating the offense enough? Is JJ Redick and Greg St. Jean, are they Are they falling in love too much with what Luka can do in isolation? Because it's like the same thing that Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, Stephen A. All these guys used to talk about in the prime LeBron Cleveland days. The second time around, when it was him and all of the role players, LeBron, yeah, you can score 20 in the first quarter, but what happens when you get tired and the rest of the role players have no rhythm? And I wonder if that's what's happening with Luka Doncic's brilliance. Sometimes you can suffer from success. In the beginning of this game and the beginning of last game, he's just getting buckets over and over and over again. He missed a couple in the first quarter, but then he started getting going in the middle to end of the first quarter, second quarter. Looked fantastic, 21 points, I think. Um, but then started taking absolutely terrible shots after every make. I think he has the worst heat check in the NBA right now. And that's something the Lakers will have to talk to him about and iron out as they get to Indiana, because Indiana runs on everything. They run on makes, they run on misses. That's why Chicago dropped 146 on the Lakers. They run on makes, they run on misses. If if you miss a jump shot and a Chicago Bull gets a rebound around the wing, they already have another guy on the opposite wing who is leaking to go get a layup, or Kobe White is running on the opposite wing from the half court line and hitting a three because he's wide, stinking open. And Indiana likes to play a very similar way. It's a more of a fun way to play basketball, very fast paced. It would Some would consider it West Coast, but it is actually Indiana Hoosier type basketball. So they make sure to get a lot of shots up. They shot 94 times today against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Who are one of the best defensive teams on paper in the league right now. Um, they faced a Naz Reid who drops 20 points on 8 of 13, and it barely affected them. Aaron Nesmith, 7 field goals made. Siakam, 6. On a bad Turner game, Miles Turner, he still gets 4 blocks. Andrew Nembhard, 3 of 7. He's going to be pressuring Austin Reeves the whole game. I don't think they'll put Nesmith on LeBron, or Nesmith either on LeBron or Luka. Siakam on the other one, and then try and hide Tyrese Halliburton on DFS, and then Turner on Hayes. Pretty straightforward matchup there. But then when you get to the bench, it's going to get a little difficult because the Lakers have defenders on the bench. They'll need Goodwin on Mathurin, and Vando on Toppin, because those guys are playing really well. But where does Rui fit into this? Is Thomas Bryant going to outbig him? Luckily for the Lakers, I don't think that's an issue of a matchup. Thomas Bryant is a little bit on the softer end of 7-footers, but he is taller than Rui, and he will rebound the basketball. Ben Shepherd, are they going to leave him wide open from 3? So it's very important to see the effort that the Lakers choose to give next game. And throughout the end of this season, it'll tell you their ceiling. We're going to keep analyzing this after every single game. Obviously, I missed you guys for the Chicago game. I was out of town, but we will be back for Indiana on Wednesday. And Chicago's now up 2 on Denver. They're just playing along with them right now. Up 3 now, 83-80. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kobe White, 26 points. Giddey, 18 points. They just keep rising. Kevin Huerter's up to 9. Vucevic not even having a good game against DeAndre Jordan. I'm sure they're playing some Zach Collins right now. Patrick Williams, 0 of 3 from 3. Figures, because the threes he got against us were wide open. Straight up the widest open of threes he's seen since being in high school, probably. The Celtics are playing the Kings right now. It's a 1-point game. That's an interesting one. Not a matchup we'll ever see again, but Keon Ellis starting at the point guard today with Malik Monk out. Good output from Keegan Murray this game. That's shocking. He's not had a good season, but 2 of 3 from 3. So Sacramento is fighting for their playoff lives right now. I know they want to be in 7-8, while Phoenix is down 5 to Milwaukee at the end of the first quarter. Ryan Rollins starting today with Dame out. But Beal is out. That's not equivalent, but each team has a player out. Kevin Durant has 11 points in the first quarter, but 3 turnovers. Devin Booker, 8 points, not much else. 1 assist. He's playing well. The Suns are too top heavy, so you probably won't see them win this game. And if they do, I'd be very shocked. And if they do, it also doesn't matter because they're actually out of the play-in right now. But it matters for them. They need to win in order to take back the 10 seed from the Mavericks. I wonder if AD wants to play in and maybe the 9 seed go in and beat Sacramento and believe that they can beat one of the Clippers or Timberwolves. If they had Kyrie, I think they could beat all those teams, but without him, it's going to be a tall task. They looked really good today, though, but you have to take it with a grain of salt. It was against Brooklyn, his friend D'Lo. Um, and that's that. So Denver, hopefully they can lose today, fall with to fall to being one game ahead of the Lakers as opposed to two right now, or 1.5. Um, if you're the Lakers, I think you're fine with the 4 seed. You're fine with the 2 or 3. Obviously, you just want home court advantage given your team's play on the road versus the way you play on at home. It reminds me of Cleveland last season. It's like, yeah, you had a lot of positives, but you can only win at home. Their road record since Luka has been back has been poor. They have their best win of the season in Denver, though, on the road, of course, because he showed up for that game. LeBron did too, looked very healthy. But then their bodies have started to feel this extra effort that they've had to put in on defense. And that's a struggle for everybody involved. And the Pacers are fighting for the 3 seed right now. So they're going to go really hard against the Lakers next game out. And they will. They want that 3 seed. I'm sure they would love to face Milwaukee again, but wouldn't you probably rather face the Pistons? Although the Pistons might be less soft, so you might want to face the Bucks because you have good history against them. So they're going to go hard, and they're not going to take anything for granted. And Chicago wants the 8 seed. They're not going to get it from Orlando because now they're 3 games above. But Chicago wants to win the play-in because these players care a lot, and Billy Donovan cares a lot. These teams care. They're not just going to bow down to you because you're the Lakers. They're not going to do that. You have to show up. You have to show up on Wednesday. And it's urgent. It's urgent. I understand this doesn't indicate everything for your future, but there's a style of game that the Lakers played today that was incredibly depressing, lackluster. It's like when you go to 24 after having the longest day ever and you just put up shots, play no defense, and leave. That's what it looks like the Lakers did today. And that is very upsetting. And there's not much else to it. Franz Wagner, 32 points. Paolo Banchero, 30 points, and a lot of them very easy, to the rim. Layups, layup line. Wendell Carter Jr. got the easiest layups and dunks of his life. Disappointing effort from your Los Angeles Lakers tonight, chat. Not much else to it. We'll keep following the Chicago game until it feels wrong not to. Kobe White still with 26 points. Jamal Murray's up to 21. It's an offensive battle in Denver. And it's between the guards mainly. Here, I can show you guys this real quick. For the YouTube chat, we're showing the TikTok chat, the Chicago Bulls Denver Nuggets game right now. Vucevic is posting up Zeke. Najee fade away. Almost made it. Jamal Murray rebound. Oh, Jamal Murray misses the floater, which I've seen him make 1 billion times against the Lakers. Peyton Watson for 3, and he drains it. And he absolutely drains it. And now Denver is up, which is not optimal for your Los Angeles Lakers. We'll show one more possession, guys, and we'll call it a night. Nikola Vucevic fake handoff. Tie game. Tie game for Vucevic and the Bulls. Christian Brown. Yeah, the Lakers are going to have to stay locked. They're going to have to stay locked completely. All right, chat. I don't think we have much else to cover. Disappointing effort from the Los Angeles Lakers. We'll be taking questions on the next live stream. We'll talk on TikTok a little earlier and YouTube a little bit earlier than last time. Tonight, I feel like Dalton Connect needs to get more minutes against Indiana. They're prime offense, and you need spacers. So the spacing has been absolutely horrendous with him not playing. And teams overcommit to him, and when they do, he'll either hit the 3 or make a nice pass. It's very simple. Simple basketball. When you have elite talent out there, play your best offensive players when defense is not your strong suit. and give effort. The Lakers need to give effort. If we're not giving effort, there's no point in the season. There's no point in basketball. So give effort, max effort on Wednesday. Go and beat Indiana. And we'll see you guys next time on